girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just popped a Zan, 50,000 in Japan. I ain't doing no plan, these red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the ground. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just popped a Zan.
Hey, what's good, Dream Team? It's your boy Dizzy Dream, and we're back again with another video. Alright, so today we got another reaction quest. We're about to react to is Nightwing vs Daredevil Death Battle by Screw Attack. Now y'all already know, my boy Nightwing, but he the GOAT, man. He the GOAT. He lit, bro. Y'all can't tell me Nightwing is not lit, bro. Daredevil, you lit too, but hey, I'm going with my homie, man. I'm going with the bro. Nightwing all day, man. Let's go, bro. Oh man, but yeah, enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. But before you do, make sure you smash the like button. I'm talking about honk, smash the like button and subscribe to your boy for more lit content if you're new. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this video, guy. Yeah, this is gonna be lit. I know that for a fact, bro.
In a world where superhumans can fly through the sky or lift buildings over their head, it takes a lot more than a pair of tights for a mere mortal to stand out in the crowd.
Let's go. The original
Teen Titans have it covered. Nightwing, the original protege of Batman. And Daredevil, Marvel's man without fear. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
That's crazy. That still look good, though.
In modern times, the questionable whimsies of the circus are all but dead. And good riddance, because the world doesn't need any more clowns. Yet in its heyday, few performances could top the trapeze mastery of the Flying Graysons. Yeah. Well, until a mobster cut their cord on life short. Literally. Ooh. But they had a son, young yet just as talented as them. Orphaned and alone, all seemed hopeless for Dick Grayson. Until he scored the coolest foster dad in the friggin' universe. The goddamn Batman. And under the Caped Crusader, Dick wasn't just a son, he was a sidekick, a superhero. He was Robin. Until he wasn't.
You got knocked the out, man!
Robin spent many years kicking bad guys around the back alleys of Gotham City with his new dad. Who could forget the time he crushed Blockbuster under a truck, or when he whipped out that shark repellent? Never leave home without it, kids. But then Batman suddenly realized, you know what? Bringing kids into battle is actually a bad idea.
Oh yeah, because a lot of Robins died.
And then promptly forgot this little revelation.
A lot of Robins died,
Only time to update the resume, Batman. Probably for the best, though. I mean, come on. The kid didn't even have a proper pair of pants. What's your problem, Bruce? Whoa,
oh yeah,
the mouth on this one.
I remember.
Actually, it was
that's on Netflix,
the best,
I think.
Though not in the way Batman hoped.
I think that was
Inspired by a story of an ancient Kryptonian superhero, Dick took to the streets by himself with a brand new uniform and a brand new name. From then on, he would be known as
Nightwing.
Yeah. Gotta hand it to Bats. He sure knows how to mold a kid into a criminal-crushing machine with expertise in taekwondo, ninjutsu, aikido, and a bunch of other styles. Nightwing is one of the finest martial artists in comic book history. No doubt helped by his world-class acrobatic skills.
Oh yeah.
He is one of only 3 people on Earth who are capable of performing a quadruple flip. And between the fancy schooling he got at Hudson U and being a founding member of the Teen Titans, he's got brains and brawn. Plus a whole lot of weapons. Nightwing's suit is lightweight, bulletproof, and makes virtually no sound when moving. The blue colors even turn black while in the dark. His mask features a holographic UI, complete with night vision and a spectral analyzer. He's rocking utility belts on his wrists and ankles full of lockpicks, smoke pellets, and staples that are so strong they can support the weight of a freaking helicopter. He also carries a rebreather, grapple gun, and wingdings. That weird alien font with all the shapes? Oh, I'll figure out your secret one day, wingdings.
He's somebody unknown.
More like the batarangs or thrown shurikens. The standard wingdings are extremely sharp, but he also carries dulled, ultrasonic, and explosive variants. But let's get to the good stuff, like his 2 screaming sticks. Eskrima sticks. that are great for beating the shit out of people.
I
they'll be
swear.
pretty shocked when they find out Nightwing has wired them with 50,000-volt tasers.
Despite their falling out,
Whoa.
Nightwing clearly remains inspired by the gadgets and skills of his baddie mentor.
He
And he's put them to good use.
He
He's
stay
strong
strapped
enough
with
to
the
punch
gadgets,
people
bro.
through
No lie.
solid walls and smash through a sheet of ice from underwater and hold back the 19,000 pounds per square inch bite force of an orca.
And while
Dang.
breaking a car window doesn't sound impressive, Nightwing's done so while the car was underwater and therefore pressurized. To pull this off, he needed to impact the glass with over 24,000 pounds per square inch.
He's quick enough to dodge point-blank gunfire, skilled enough to leap through the city while blindfolded, and tough enough to survive falling off a building.
Generally,
Dang.
any unsafe landing over 21 feet
Woo!
is guaranteed to break bone.
And Nightwing dropped 140 feet onto his butt, and he was fine. And we've all fallen on our tailbone. That shit sucks.
Ooh.
At one point, Nightwing spent
Ooh,
96
filthy,
hours
bro,
patrolling
filthy.
city streets looking for the criminal mastermind Two-Face, and an additional 5 or more hours collecting evidence. A 2010 study on sleep deprivation noted that 72 hours without sleep leads to a number of horrendous side effects, including hallucinations.
Oh,
But when it was time
I
to
didn't know
leap
that.
between blimps hundreds of feet in the air and give Two-Face the beatdown he deserved, you couldn't even tell Nightwing was in desperate need of a nap. And don't forget, he was trained by the #1 detective in the world. He's good enough to solve a kidnapping with a single look at the scene of a crime.
Even more impressive, he once performed a skydive at 930 miles per hour, which took all of 15 minutes.
God
That puts
darn.
his starting position around 25 miles high and free-falling faster than the speed of sound. For reference, real-life Austrian athlete Felix Baumgartner performed a similar great leap from 24 miles up, hitting a maximum speed over 800 miles per hour. To pull this off, he needed a specialized suit to protect him from the extreme cold, unfiltered sunlight, and lack of oxygen. One mistake in movement could have put him into a rapid spin, rendering him unconscious and causing his blood to boil.
And
Oh my
Nightwing just
God.
did it without any of that. Damn.
He's certainly tough, but he's had his fair share of losses. His scarred body is proof of that.
And eventually, him and Bats finally made up. He even took up the cowl himself when Batman was out for a while. Nightwing is one superhero who will always come out on top, along with his partners, Jim and Juan.
What?
I mean, it's
What?
right here in the intern's notes. Who's
Man.
Jim and Juan?
Oh,
I gotta-
that's the names these ladies gave his butt cheeks.
Oh, well, guess you can't argue with the ass on that dick.
Robin?
What in the world?
I haven't used that name in a long time. Call me Nightwing.
Bro. Teen Titans lit,
Before
man.
he
They
became
should have
the man
continued.
without
They
fear,
should have continued the
Matthew Murdock
season,
was
bro,
the son
man.
of a professional
They left,
boxer
they left
named
us on a
Fat Jack.
huge
Sounds like
cliffhanger.
a badass,
huge
but
one.
Jack actually boxed because it was the only thing he was good at, and he needed money to get his kid
I need-
through
I
school
need
so that
answers,
little
man. I
would
need
have
them
a
now.
better life than he did. Oh, what a good dad. He's punching people for his kid.
Matt still trained in secret with his father's exercise equipment, molding himself into a powerful fighter and an expert acrobat. This new athletic ability would come in handy when he witnessed a blind man walking right in front of a speeding truck.
Feeling
darn.
especially heroic that day, Matt dove in to push the guy to safety, but the truck crashed, sending some weird acid stuff flying all over Matt's face.
From that
Jesus.
day forward, Matt was permanently blind.
Oh.
I can't see! I can't see!
Still, Matt did not give up on the dream his father wanted. He earned his degree with flying colors and founded a law firm with his friend Foggy Nelson. Things were
Hey.
actually looking up for him.
Well, except for when his dad was killed by a mobster for ruining a rigged boxing match. Because you can't be a superhero unless you've lost your parents.
Matt was distraught.
Not
His world had come
necessarily,
crashing down
man.
around
Not
him,
necessarily.
And he couldn't even see it happen. But he could hear it, smell it, feel it.
Yeah, 'cause turns out that radioactive goop didn't just blind Matt, it gave him superpowers. So he dressed up like the devil himself and literally scared the mobster to death.
And so, Daredevil was born.
Hey. Hey, get clapped, bro. Get
Many
clapped.
blind people, particularly those born with it, experience a rewriting of the brain to heighten their other senses, somewhat making up for their lack of sight.
Something similar happened to Daredevil, except like 100 times greater.
His touch
okay.
became so sensitive, he can tell when a person is close to him simply from the disturbance in the air. His ears can pick up the faintest of sounds, from the slightest movement of an enemy to the rising heartbeat of someone who's lying. His taste can detect each separate ingredient in any recipe, including poisons, and his nose can track you down like a bloodhound.
Who needs eyes when you can sense everything around you to the smallest detail? But he couldn't use his blind powers as well as he does without the training under a super secret warrior named Stick. No relation.
With Stick's help,
Stick.
Matt mastered several fighting
Man,
styles,
Stick, bro.
including ninjutsu, Krav Maga, and Kung Fu.
And get this, Stick had basically the same blind powers as Daredevil.
Oh.
Silk sheets.
Thanks to him, Matt learned how to hone his senses, to know and maneuver through his surroundings even better than those with working eyes. He also learned how to tap into something called an atom-induced radar sense.
Like
that?
that thing that bats do when they bounce sound around to see in the dark or whatever.
Echolocation?
Sort of. That's sonar, or echolocation, and he can use it too. But thanks to his radioactive origins, Daredevil can actually emit electromagnetic energy waves from his body, which bounce off objects in his vicinity, painting a picture of his surroundings in his head. This means he doesn't even need sound to find and take down an opponent.
So he's got a ton of ways to make up for his eye problem, but he's also got some awesome gear to help him take out the bad guys. Like his devil
Energy
suit
smooth,
that's
but
bulletproof,
wait.
shockproof, flameproof, and a perfect backup plan whenever he forgets to prep for a Halloween party.
For combat, he built a versatile weapon out of his most innocuous possession, a walking cane.
By day, he's a feeble blind man slowly tapping across the road. But by night, he whips out the horns and snaps his cane into a high-tech billy club.
The club houses a cable, hidden blades, a recording
That's
device,
lit.
and
That's
exploding
actually
pellets.
It can even turn into a boomerang. Man, where do I get one of these? You don't have to be blind, right?
No, but you shouldn't. You already destroy everything without a super club.
Well, I'd need to practice to throw it as well as he does. You know how
Man,
Captain
what?
America tosses his shield all over the place and it
Oh,
always
yeah.
seems to come back to him?
Yeah.
Well, Daredevil does the exact same thing. And he can throw it hard enough to bust concrete. He's
God
super
damn.
strong. He can lift a 400-pound barbell and chuck it as casually as when I toss a beer away if it's time for a new one.
He's
God
quick
darn.
enough to deflect bullets with his billy club, and skilled enough to
broomstick
bounce
funny,
one
bro.
back so it killed the man who fired it in the first place.
Bet that guy wasn't expecting that.
Whoa.
It looks like he's firing a Glock, which has a muzzle speed of about 1,200 feet per second.
At just 20 feet away, Daredevil had to react within 17 milliseconds to avoid getting hit. And while he couldn't survive a shot to the head, he's powered through a heck of a lot when compared to the average human.
He's survived zaps from Electro, whose power can burn through metal. He's
God
fallen
damn.
multiple stories and walked away, powered through a napalm explosion, and been hit by a 5-foot bar swung by the Ox, who can tear through metal cages and lift more than 800 pounds.
His keen control over his nervous system has also helped him resist tranquilizers and toxins, but his super senses are also his biggest weakness.
They may give him way more field awareness than most anybody else, but if his opponent knows how his powers work, they can overload his senses with an extremely loud noise or a really bad smell. Like if you had a truckload of screaming skunks you could throw at him. That'd probably work, right?
God
But
damn.
even with those weaknesses, Daredevil is a fearsome foe for anyone who would face him, even if he can't see them.
He even managed to balance his life of law and the crime fighting, and became a huge success on his own. Papa Boxer would be proud.
I'm gonna kill you! Take your shot.
Take your shot.
All right,
Boy.
the combatants are set. Let's end this debate
Man,
once
this is
and
gonna
for
be
all.
lit, no doubt
But first,
about
you
it,
need
bro.
to treat.
Oh man. Oh, that's right. They said it was gonna be live this time, like an actual fight. Well, this is different. This is gonna be fire, bro. Hey, that was smooth.
I know you're there. You can leave now, or I can drag you out. It's your choice.
Your choice.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots. Especially
Aha!
looking at the Prince of Darkness. But that case over there is part of an investigation I've been working, so why don't you hand it over and I'll get out of your horns.
Haha.
Is that a no then?
Ooh, okay, nice recovery. Alright. Woo! He's stunning on you. They stunning on each other. Alright, bet. What's good? What's really good? Oh. Dodge your weave, duck your weave, duck the weave. Woo! Oh, that backhand. Ooh, come on, Nightwing. Ooh, that knee. Ooh, you better watch out. He gonna bash your head in. Don't dislocate his arm. No, he broke his arm. Freak all that. Nightwing still stunning on him, bro. Uh-oh. No, I was right. He did dislocate his arm. Yep. God, no, he fixed that like it was nothing, though.
Better.
Haha. Nah, his suit's used to that. His suit's used to that. I'll use that boomerang stick, bro. Woo! Ooh. Oh, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, bro. He's already blind, dude. All he needs is his senses, bro. That's not gonna work. Ooh. In the jaw, bro.
I wish I could see the look on your face. Me too.
Uh-oh. Oh.
See you in hell.
I slick thought Daredevil had it for a minute, bro. But my boy Nightwing came back.
Was that live action? We can do that now?
This was possibly one of our closest matchups to date. Despite lacking a true superhuman physique, both Nightwing and Daredevil were extremely skilled and deadly fighters.
Oh yeah.
When it came to overpowering each other, they were pretty dead even. Sure, based on their previous feats, we can tell that Nightwing seemed a little stronger and more acrobatic, and Daredevil seemed a little quicker to react.
But these differences were extremely minimal. It's actually feasible that these two could pull off almost all the exact same feats.
Keyword being almost.
Right, with such similar physical abilities, this really came down to their arsenal. Nightwing's gadgets and Daredevil's superpowers. At first glance, these could simply counter each other, making this match completely even again. For example, both could take advantage of the dark with night vision or super senses. But only one set was perfectly suited to actively disrupt the other.
Remember Nightwing's scanning mask? There's no way he couldn't notice those electro waves Daredevil's radar sense was sending everywhere. Even Mr. Magoo could have figured out something was weird
Mr.
here.
Magoo.
Let alone the guy trained by freaking Batman. You know, the greatest detective in the world.
Through a little hand-to-hand action, Nightwing was certainly clever enough to recognize Daredevil's reliance to sound over sight, and had the perfect counter-weapon. The
Sorry,
ultrasonic
I got a
wing.
notification.
Look, I'm sure there were several possible scenarios where Daredevil could have pulled off the win. But more times than not, Nightwing takes this thanks to his athletic skill, detective training, and high-tech gadgets. All he had to do was dare to wing it.
The winner is Nightwing.
Dang, my boy got it, man. I figured he was gonna get it, my dude. Oh, next time. A classic match. Alright, bet. With new rules. Alright.
Let's go.
Oh, we back again? Oh, they back again?
This thing came off the camera when I was setting it up.
Are you telling me every...
Yo, they're back again? Mario versus Sonic again? The classic? The two of the most biggest names out here? Well, I can't really say for Sonic. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sonic has been around for a long time, bro. I miss Sonic, man. I miss him, bro. Like, they haven't made any like new games with Sonic. All they did was made the last thing they made was a remake of Sonic the Hedgehog back when Sega Genesis was still out. You know what I'm saying? You know the 2D, you know what I'm saying? You got the whole stage, got Green Hill, all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? They got the classic, but they just remade it. It's kind of like with Crash Bandicoot, cause you know they remade it. But dang, bro, we got the two biggest names though, man. Mario versus Sonic. I think Sonic won the last one. So I wonder what's gonna happen on this one. Maybe some new moves, maybe some new. Well, that is the thing. They have developed a lot during the years, man. They developed a lot. So ain't no telling who's gonna win, bro. Ain't no telling who's gonna win that, bro. So I don't know about that one. I don't know. But hey, I got my boy Mario, man. Sonic, I love you to death, man. But Mario came through, bro. He came through, man. Mario came through. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. If you want to see the original video, I'll put the link down in the description below, alongside my social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. So go ahead and follow me, and I'm on my Snap. If you have reaction requests, hit me up on my IG and my Twitter, or comment down below this video. Let me know what you want me to react to next, or if you have an idea of the next lit video. And yeah, dream to be lit, always lit, and forever be lit. And remember, don't go to sleep and dream about your dreams. Get up and chase them. Simple as that. Until the next lit video, this is Dream out.